First Tesla Model S Plaid spotted in China. October 11, 2022. A Tesla Model S Plaid was spotted in China. Many Plaid reservation holders in China have been waiting for deliveries. The sighting of the first Model S Plaid in the country gives them a sneak peek at what to expect when deliveries of the flagship EV begin. The Model S Plaid was spotted being unloaded from a flatbed truck. Funnily enough, the Tesla Plaid vehicle was unloaded in front of local all-electric vehicle competitor XPeng, who had been accused of stealing technology from the American-based EV automaker in the past. The refresh Model S, Model X, and their Plaid versions have been available to purchase in China for a while. But deliveries have not started yet. In a Chinese Tesla owners forum, one reservation holder mentioned waiting 500 days for their Plaid Model X. The forum member reserved their Model X in May 2021. Tesla China has not listed estimated delivery dates for the Model S Dual Motor AWD, Model S Plaid, Model X Dual Motor AWD, or Model X Plaid on its official website. Prices for the Model S and Model X are also not available on the website. Although it does list RMB 20,000 as the first payment for the Model S and 6-seater Model X, Tesla's Model S and Model X Dual Motor AWD and Plaid variants might arrive in China soon. Recent videos of the Fremont factory hint that Tesla has started manufacturing Model S and Model X cars for other regions. The Model S Plaid spotted in China yesterday doesn't appear to have ultrasonic sensors in its bumper, suggesting that it is a newly minted car. Last week, Tesla announced that it would remove ultrasonic sensors from its vehicles. So the Model S Plaid spotted in China might be a display or test car. Or at least a teaser for reservation holders. Source reposted and summarized from Maria Morano at Tesla RT. My take: soon you will see them everywhere. Tesla Model Y is the best-selling car in Germany. October 11, 2022. The Tesla Model Y has long been one of the brand's most successful vehicles. But few expected it to be Germany's best-selling vehicle in September. Germany, and Europe generally, has been the epicenter of the EV revolution. The demand for electric vehicles in Europe is far higher than almost anywhere on the planet. And its EV market has become far more competitive as more and more brands compete there. Hence, it's quite the achievement for the Tesla Model Y to be the best-selling vehicle in the car capital of Europe, Germany. According to Heise Online reporting, KBA German DMV figures, the Tesla Model Y had 9,846 registrations in September alone, head and shoulders above the German-made Volkswagen Golf and Volkswagen Tiguan, traditionally popular vehicles in Germany. Perhaps even more surprisingly, the Tesla Model Y destroyed its Model 3 sibling, which had 3,878 registrations. A number that nonetheless still put the Tesla Model 3 on top of the midsize segment. Overall, 224,816 vehicles were registered in September, including 44,389 new SUVs. This means that the Tesla Model Y alone represented just over 4.5% of the German car market and just over 22% of SUV sales in Germany. Together with the Tesla Model 3, the two models represented just over 6% of the German car market. The Tesla Model Y also dominated in other markets, being the top-selling vehicle in New Zealand and the second best-selling vehicle in the UK. This marks a significant turnaround for Tesla in Europe generally. Many skeptics and analysts alike believed that Tesla would lose market share if more EVs were introduced to the European market. Nonetheless, Tesla has shown incredible resilience against new competition. A couple of influential factors have pushed Tesla's sales far higher in Europe over the past few months. Most notably, the Russian invasion has pushed gas prices to the moon, and hence, has driven ICE vehicle demand down substantially. Tesla's most significant competition in Germany, Volkswagen, has also had issues producing large numbers of electric vehicles while also facing a considerable leadership change after ousting now ex-CEO Herbert Dietz. As electric vehicle demand continues to skyrocket in Europe and many national governments further incentivize EV purchases, Tesla is perfectly positioned to take advantage of the situation. The only real question remaining is, which country next? Source reposted and summarized from William Johnson at Tesla RT. My take: do you think the other car makers in Germany are freaking out about now? Why does Elon Musk succeed? October 11, 2022. Elon Musk is a polarizing character at his companies. but it's nearly impossible to deny his accomplishments over the past few decades. For one, the adoption of the electric vehicle is a goal one biographer says he would not have reached if he didn't share a specific trait with a few fellow billionaire entrepreneurs. Biographer Walter Isaacson, who wrote an acclaimed biography for Steve Jobs and is working on one for Musk, pinpointed a specific personality trait that helped Musk, Jobs and fellow billionaire Bill Gates succeed. As detailed in a recent report from CNBC, Isaacson noted that Musk's main goal was getting rockets to Mars. Rather than being emotionally or empathically engaged with colleagues, Musk's focus on ambitions over social connection, Isaacson notes, is something that is shared with Jobs and Gates, and it may even be the key to each of their successes. That ability to not be as emotionally, empathetically engaged in order to see the vision through. It's something Steve Jobs had. It's something Bill Gates has. Isaacson said to CNBC on Tuesday. It's something a lot of these people have. Because they're not looking for affection from the person sitting across from them. They're looking to get rockets to Mars. Musk's leadership style has been known to ruffle some feathers at his companies. Tesla and SpaceX employees have said that Musk tends to micromanage and is extremely direct about criticism when his lofty ambitions aren't met. Employees have also described Musk as harsh, not easy to work for, but inspiring and funny, too, when it comes to climate change and the importance of making humanity interplanetary. Musk is not shy either. If the expectation is, hey, we can live and not work hard and not strain extremely to a great degree. This is false. That is not true. In order for us to succeed, in order for us to live, we must work very hard, Musk said at a conference in 2018. Not dissimilar to Jobs, who was described as blunt by employees. Musk is considered very direct with employees and colleagues, always emphasizing open communication free of the chain of command. Isaacson went on to describe Musk as open. Just like Jobs, Musk is very similar to Jobs in being extraordinarily open. Isaacson said that transparency is part of his genius. Still, it's primarily Musk's focus on ambitions, not empathy, that Isaacson points to as key to his success. Because his goals are so weighty, ethically, commercially and otherwise, Musk has to be firmly supportive of those, sometimes even at the expense of those working with and around him. If H is sitting in front of 4 or 5 people who have messed up getting the booster of Starship right, he says, if I'm starting to feel empathy for them, instead of moving them out, then that's a misplaced empathy. Said Musk, my empathy has to be with the enterprise of getting to Mars, not with the person in front of me. Source reposted and summarized from Peter McGuthrie at Avanex. My take: Elon's never give up mentality usually wins the day. Tesla FSD Beta 10.69.2.3. October 11, 2022. Tesla FSD version 10.69.2.3 rolled out shortly after AI Day. The latest update of Tesla's full self-driving software delivers minor bug fixes. Some testers have received v10.69.2.3 and shared their observations with Tesla RT. As previously noted, 10.69.2.3 is a relatively small update that addresses some minor bugs in FSD Beta. As it sometimes goes with software bug fixes, some beta testers mentioned a new issue in the latest version that appeared to be a step or two backward. Road obstacle detection issues. A few testers in Tesla's FSD Beta program reported experiencing road obstacle detection issues when their vehicles would not register particular objects in their path or directly ahead. For instance, beta tester Jonathan shared that his vehicle did not recognize or avoid dead animals on the road. Another beta tester experienced similar issues with gates in his community. One day coming back from work, I decided to see if it can get me close to the proximity of my house. I live in a gated community. The vehicle made the turn into the drive entry of the community, which has 2 swing gates. Vehicle was almost going to go through the closed gates. FSD Beta user Sean shared with Tesla RT. I had to tap the brakes and override the system to make it stop. It didn't see the gates as obstacles or roadblocks. I have tried this a couple of times during daylight and nighttime and result is the same. After Tesla released v10.69.2.2. A few beta testers observed that their vehicles recognized and avoided construction work sites and similar obstacles on the road. Left and right turns. A couple of beta testers mentioned issues with left and right turns, specifically during intersections. The most prominent issue FSD Tesla drivers raised about turns was their car's hesitation during intersections. Testers highlighted that their car's hesitation during intersections isn't really a big issue until they consider the other drivers on the road. Hesitates too long at intersections, presumably trying to determine when it's safe to proceed. This only matters to me when there are cars behind me. I feel intense pressure to push the car through, and I do. Humans do not have patience to wait on its timetable, noted Terry, another FSD Beta tester. FSD Beta user Dr. Rahman made similar observations. He noted that his Tesla would creep forward after stopping at an intersection on a red light and would take a left or right turn too slowly, sometimes irritating the drivers behind him. Dr. Rahman specifically observed that his car entered left turn lanes late without a signal. In the past, the Tesla owner has noted that the car's turn signals sporadically turn off and on at some intersections or turns. Lane selection issues. Tesla FSD versus 10.69.2.3 doesn't appear to address the largest issue multiple testers have pointed out over the past few weeks: lane selection. One beta tester seemed to sum up the sentiments most drivers in the Tesla FSD program have regarding lane selection. Lane selection, sometimes just plain wrong and dumb, causes driving task to be harder for itself than it needs to be because it realizes eventually. Usually it's in the wrong lane too late and then has to get over, which is harder with traffic and unlike a human who can gesture. The car can give no such signals as to its self-made predicament. The tester commented. Also, it sometimes gets into turn lane just late enough that cars behind me assume I'm continuing straight and swoop in behind me and get over immediately, causing it to be even harder for my car to get over into that lane now because all slots are occupied and the road is about to end at a light. He added. Other issues. Some other less prominent issues that a few FSD beta testers have noted are listed below. 1. Lane positioning. The car hugs the double yellow lines too closely on narrow roads or sticks to the middle of the road when no lines are present. 2. Wide turns. The Tesla car takes wide turns far from the curb. One tester observed that his car risked hitting the guardrails and other obstacles with its wide turn. 3. Turn lane issues. The car still mistakes turn lanes for driving lanes. Some testers still report experiencing phantom braking and jerkiness while taking turns. However, the one observation that seems to stick out among others came from beta tester Neeraj. Drives as if everyone is going to follow the rules 100% and is not accommodating or accounting for those who may not be going 100% as they should. He said about FSD Beta. FSD Beta still has a ways to go before 100% autonomous version rolls out to the general public. Observations and tests from beta testers helped Tesla improve FSD. Elon Musk teased more significant improvements in the next update. 10.69.3. Tesla hopes to release a supervised FSD version by the end of the year. Source reposted and summarized from Maria Morano at Tesla RT. My take: every version is getting closer and closer to the time when the entire auto industry will be disrupted.